Hello everybody, welcome back here to High Button Sports as we have another game here at the Pictou County Wellness Center as we're working away through day one here of the Memorial Tournament. We got Truro versus Dartmouth here to start. We'll get right into it. Truro moves that up through the middle. Bearcats on the offside as couldn't quite drag that foot. Got a little excited to start out here. Causes the offside. Face off will be here in front. Puck dropped in. That one steered on net for Dartmouth. Chased after Langell. Langell tries to get it out. Back down, kind of go up the wall with it. Little chip play and laid out Christie there on Dartmouth, and that's going to be an early penalty against Truro. 2 minutes for charging. So got a little too much pep in the step there, Dawson, and that'll be a Whalers power play here to start. Just 45 seconds in. Face-off will be to the left. Puck dropped in. Chop that, sent the opposite direction. Thompson, the D-man here on the power play to start us out in period number one. Over to the right. That puck fed through. Chased after and a hard hit laid in there, separating man from puck, and felt that one in the chest there. And taking a second. Whalers down here in front. We'll reach the red line, spinning around, passed off, across the blue now. Shot on. Bearcats get the easy clear. Oh, and a penalty behind the play. Slash. And that's going to be on Truro again. So Whalers with a rare early 5-on-3, just a minute and a half in. Over to the left. Puck dropped in. Whalers back to the blue. Walking from the middle. Scott fakes the one-timer. Shot there. They got to be able to catch up to this puck. Thompson gets there. It's going to be crucial to hold the zone here. 5-on-3 for 54 seconds. Over to the right. Top of the circle. Whalers surveying. Back near the blue line. Thompson hands it off to Scott. Scott tries to thread the needle. Picked up by Ward. Ward down to the right side corner. Whalers. Back around to the blue line. Shot. Broken up. Scott. And just makes it outside the zone by a hair. 12:32 to go here in the first. Face off right here in front of us. So not much going on the power play here yet. Christie will make it over the blue line there on the right side. Christie pulls up. Top of the circle, handed off to Langell. Langell shoots. Glove down with ease there. Face off here to the left. Puck dropped in. Wall on the right side wall. Over to Simpson. So it's 5-on-4 here now. Not getting a ton of shots on the 5-on-3. Back to Simpson. Through the middle. Crow sends that on. Fed to the corner, Simpson. Langell gonna pick it up. Up the right side wall. Brought to the middle. Christie, 25 seconds on the power play. That one steered in behind. Back to Simpson. Played down to the half wall. Christie, right side, chance for the shot. Save made. Point blank look. And Tusnard with his best save of the day here for the Truro Bearcats. Face off here to the left. So a lot of work down here in the Bearcats' end here to start, obviously, with the 2 penalties. Poked up, trying to kick it up ahead. Brought in by Langell. Langell shoots, gets under the pad, but catches enough where it'll be steered away from the net. And we're back to 5-on-5 here, so Truro gonna look to get their legs under them here. Down the left, Whalers looked for it as it got worked into the wall. Drop back pass, Truro. Try to hand that back up. Hit there, and that'll be a penalty there on the Whalers this time. Didn't quite line that one up, they said. Kind of got him on the stop sign, but they're gonna get him on the charge. So, 3rd penalty of the game, just 4 minutes in. Face off here to the right side. Drop down. Trying to get that. It's picked up, sent all the way down. Tusnard will slow it up. 10 seconds into the penalty. Bearcats. Surveying, now working it up the right side. In over the line. Drop back down and ricochets well into the mesh. 10:34 to go as we're still trying to get a rhythm here through the first period. Face off on the right. That one's one back. Shot blocked. Whalers. Down to the opposite end. Slowed up. Ehrenberg trying to go up the middle. It's intercepted. Whalers bring back in. Ehrenberg now. Leading pass. Can't get it up to Ross. Simpson. Down near the boards, right side. Whalers. Get it back in behind. Trying to center that. Bearcats. Down into the zone. Bearcats cut off of it. Thompson collides there in the corner. Trying to get set up here with 47 seconds on the power play. Off the shin pad, so that one won't go. Back through the middle. Cormier. Down in front. Simpson turns it over. Dill, number 2. Took a bit of a whack to the hands there, so he'll be labored heading off. As it's back in behind. Now lane opening up here. Bearcats in over the line. Sharp angle shot goes in behind. Over to Cormier. Cormier chases in behind. Rogers leaves it for his D-man. 4 seconds to go on the power play. Bearcats. Shot. Steered in the side. Worked back on the inboards. Poked at. Whalers come up with it. Over to Christie. Christie can't corral that. Comes back to the corner. Bearcats, stick lifted. Try to work it back out in front. Bearcats shot. And a save made. One of the larger players on the team there for Dartmouth is their netminder there, Horton. So he's able to cover that off well. Puck dropped in, back to the blue line, fanned on. Dartmouth now trying to work it back the other way. Langell hands it off and cut off, but Langell tries to get a whack at it. McQueen now centering. Can't quite flick that shot on. Bearcats pass the stick of Ward. In behind. Murchison. He'll do his best to get that past the blue line, but it'll be sent in back and behind again. Merrick takes it behind his own net. Merrick over to the right. McQueen tries to find Langell, bounces off his stick. Now another penalty away from the play, and it'll be another interference, this time on Truro. It's Ross, and face-off will come down to the left. Puck dropped in. That one back into the opposite end. Flipped off the wall. Dill gets it back to the goal line. Thompson will have to start from his own end. Thompson, halfway through the first here now. Over to the right side. Whalers, cut back. Shots 4-3 here. Hasn't been a ton of them, but they've been even. Up to Scott. DDD pass there. Trying to find them on the right side. Picked up, sent in behind. Whalers, the old thump and chase. Get it back to Ward. Ward elects to shoot. Puck comes loose on the left. Nice try there. Back down. Thompson picks up on it. He'll cut back in. Thompson. Over to the right. Trying to lead that up ahead. It's picked up. Over to Ward. Ward on the doorstep, and that one about knee level. It's tough. Too tough to get a stick on. Back over to Ward. Ward shoots. Save made there. Another good little shot. About a foot off the ice. Left side, one-timer. Oh, block it away. And that one looked as good as in until the last moment. And another save. Puck's in the feet, and the whistle goes. And a couple of great stops. And we'll have the face-off here on the left. Simpson. Over to the right. Christie. One time, right side, sorry. Tries to feed that back down through the middle. Christie. Off of his stick, Bearcats. Lead play. Back the other way, shot. Hits the end wall. And a big hit there. That's a penalty coming, and that head contact. And the Bearcats will continue heading to the box as fourth penalty in just 9 minutes. Face-off will come down to the left. Oh, false start there. 4-minute penalty there on the head contact. So Great opportunity here near the end of the first. The game I did earlier was between the Pirates and Shediac, and it was 0-0 all through the first, and then 2 quick goals at the end of that first period really changed the complexity of the game. So Dartmouth looking for something similar here against Truro. Hand it off. Shot, slowed up, backhand, looking for it again. To the blue line. Simpson. Rebound in front, swept on a couple times. Grabbed, back to Simpson. Played on through. Langell tries to dish that back out in front. Bearcats. Simpson. Minute gone there on the power play. 4:32 left to go in the period. Dartmouth over to the right side. Leading play, kick to themselves. Whalers. Simpson off a boot. Back to the Whalers. Then over the blue line, Scott. Scott drops it back. Thompson. Holding up. Whalers. Cut back move by Thompson. Over to Merrick. Lead play up the left side, Scott. Merrick. No traffic in front though, as 3:35 to go, 2:08 in the penalty. So that's definitely one where you want to have some bodies in front looking for rebounds. There's been a few rebounds already here through the first, so in the back of the mind. On the blue, Thompson gets it down to Scott. Now chance in front. Point blank look there, and the best of the game probably so far for Dartmouth. From the corner, spinning around. Scott into the middle, off a boot there, Ward. Whalers. Over to Scott. Scott from the half wall. Back to Thompson. Over to Scott. Feeds that through to the middle. Captain here, Ward, picks it up. Down to the right side. Looking for the next pass. Holding. Tried the wraparound. Scott. Scott. Back over. Thompson. Thompson down the right side. Stepping up. Backhand. Save made. And whistle goes. 2:28 remaining here in the first as we work our way through. Only a minute to go on that power play. So 4-minute power play, a couple shots on, but nothing to the back of the net. Try to jam in on the corner. Swept on, still loose. And that was a moving puck. It's off to the left here. Slowed up. Sobeys shot into the glove. Save made. We'll try again. 47 seconds on the power play. Fed back to the blue line. Fanned on. D-to-D pass there. Down the left side. Oh, under the net and a glove save. Goalie fell. Somehow had the glove waiting and ready. And the best save of the game. Usner is battling out there, no doubt about that. Puck dropped in. In over the line. Dartmouth spinning. Cormier, fans on it. Langell. Still looking for our first goal of the game. It's been a penalty-filled first. No goals, though. Bearcats freed it up. Now breakaway the other way. Shot, had to chase it, and save made. So a 4-minute penalty at one end and a grade A stop at the other. Here on the right side, Whalers. Cormier gets tied up, trying to move that up ahead. Melanson, Dill, over by Dawson. Dawson in behind. Anberg, he picks it up. Trying to move, bob and weave through there. Minute to go now. Bearcats cross the blue line. Shot into the shin pad, chased after, and covered up. 51 seconds now. And I not sure when we had the last Zamboni scrape. So yeah, so it'll be after the first we're thinking up here. After the second, my mistake. So they must have got it in between games. Kind of on an interesting cycle here. Scott. Back down. Oh, and both of them tumble into the netminder there. And he gets right back to his feet, so he's okay. 39 seconds to go here. Puck dropped in. Shot. Steered to the corner. Left side, Christie. Christie along the end boards. Cut back move. Played off in front. Over the Bearcats. Cross the blue line. Shot. Into the end wall. Dawson. Poked at. Dill. Dill tries to center. Over to Scott. Scott flipped up the wall. 3 seconds to go here now, and that will do it. So scoreless after an action-packed first. Back for the second in a moment. All right, we are back here. So no break in between the first and second for this game. It'll be between the second and third. So we'll get right back into this. Puck dropped. Trying to work that down the boards. A little bit to the right side. Anberg. To the end wall. Bearcats. We're back to even strength. Trying to step up on it. Truro. Bringing it in around. Evading the check. Ross. Cross. Bearcats chase. Back in behind. A little dish off. Truro. Poked up by Ross. That's going to free it up. It'll be a 2-on-1 the other way. Oh, tried to get the spinning pass and man down instead. Ross shoots, patted away. Bro. Big shot there, scooped up. 13:49 left to go in the second. So a little over a minute in. And a good look there for the Bearcats. Fresh legs coming out fully for Dartmouth. Back to the blue line. Have to hold that thing. Just gets it. In behind for Merrick. Merrick. Held in down low. Trying to swing that in front. McQueen. Whalers. Up the right side. Merrick. Merrick. Sharp angle. Can't slide that through. Puck dropped in. McQueen swings that around. Around for Langell. Down on the end board. Centering pass. Just over skated. Langell. Behind. McQueen. Picks it up. McQueen. Off the blocker. Truro. Down the right side with it, over the blue line. Into the lineswoman skates there. Picked up, Whalers, up ahead. Near that red line down low. Rogers. Thompson intercepts that, Thompson. Nutmegs Cormier. Up the half wall and in behind for Dartmouth. So 3 minutes gone here. Trying to move that up ahead. Stopped in the neutral zone again. A lot of neutral zone stops. 17-7 the shot. A couple really good looks for Dartmouth in the first. Nothing here in the second. Thompson. Over the blue line. A little dump and chase. Christie gets the pass off. Pushed aside. Bearcats. Near center. Thompson. Back over to Christie. He'll try to whack at it. Dartmouth. Down the right side. Into the end boards. Whalers. Shot to Scott. Scott goes down. Arm goes up. Shot. Tipped in behind. Bearcats touch it up. And it will be back to the power play here. Face off here on the right. Puck dropped in. Now Bearcats surveying, cut back. Ehrenberg doing his best to find some open room, and they'll work it to the side. Dill picks it up, and Dill does enough to get that out. Down the left side, Simpson. Surveys. Back up to Murchison. And offside over the blue line. You always got to be careful if you're going to make the deke move to cut inside the blue line, as you typically have another forward waiting for you to get in. That one was textbook, just a little too early. Puck drop down, Bearcats. Spinning that out and get in behind. Whalers up the right side. Picked up, fanned on. Merrick. Back and behind. Getting to the red there. Scott. To the hash mark. Scott, cut back play. Over to Thompson. Thompson shoots, blocker, save, and no one there to knock that rebound home as it bounced right out in front. 42 seconds on the power play. Scott. To the left. Over to Thompson. Whalers, and on the doorstep, Scott wanted it on the stick, got it, and slides through. Backhand this time, rebound. Truro goalie Tuesnard has been all over it here. They're testing him. 9:12 to go. Thompson holds it on the line for a big keep. Thompson. Ross throws himself at Thompson there. Backing around for Ross. Ross on the half wall. He'll get the pass up. Melanson. He stops up. Gets it off. Churo's turn. Over the other way. Oh, and a one-timer into the corner. Had him right on the doorstep. Tries to go sharp angle. And dangerously close to going in. 8:43 left to go here in the second. Puck picked up. That one gets him behind. Bearcats have to spin that back out again. Langell. Up the wall with it. Bearcats into the zone. Hit laid there. Separating man from puck. Steps in off the post. Still loose. How is it staying out here? Dartmouth has had a lot of net to look at, but it stays 0-0 here. We approach the halfway point in the game. Murchison shoots. Tip to the side. Crow, he can't get it out. He'll just skate right at that stick. Drop back around, Dartmouth. Over to Dill. Dill, through the middle. Into the feet there, Cormier. Another collision. Back to Dill. Dill. Gets that down low. Ehrenberg. It's Langell. On the end wall again. Bearcats. Move that out. Crow. Stopped up. Scott, he'll try to get moving. Worked in behind. Up the left side. Gets to the red line and worked in again. From the end boards. Pulled on. Up the wall. Poked at. Across the blue line. Behind the back play. Nice job there. Christie down low. Wrap around. No! What a play. It just stays out. Whalers still on top of it. Shoot block. 6:30 to go here in the second. All kinds of action here in the Bearcats end. 21-8 the shots for Dartmouth, but still 0-0. Picked up, shot on, rebound, left side, gonna be out of the reach. Christie, up the wall, turned over, Bearcats trying to get some numbers. Bouncing puck up to Ross, partially, they're able to bring it in. Dawson dumps it into the end boards, Merrick picks it up. Over to the left side, Whalers. Lead play there for Ward. The captain tries to get it to Scott. Bearcats in their own end once again, Dawson from the right side to center. Dartmouth breaks it. Trying to poke it by Ward. Ward, lead pass just out of the reach of Scott. And just barely onside there. Looked like the linesman was kind of making up the mind there on the fly. And 5:37 to go here in the second. Still scoreless. We will have our intermission after this period, so 5:37 before they head to the locker rooms. And, whoa, they're going to ring them up for that on a penalty, and there'll be another one to the box for Dartmouth. Bearcats, a little bit of a break. The old bend, don't break attitude here. So they're not letting anything go out here in this game, at least. First game I did was a little more rough, I would say. Back to McPhee. Down the left side by Crow. Simpson pushes on him. Dill. Here for Dartmouth. Back to the end boards. Little knock into the boards there. Redmond pulls it up. Trying to go up the right side with it. Broken up. Truro. McPhee fans on it. So they have a minute and 15 of power play time here. Nothing going here yet. Crow. Over the head as that puck jumps back. Parker now. Parker on the right side. Shot. Puck kicked back to the corner. Thompson. Can't get that as Dill grabs it. Turned over for the Whalers. And Whalers down to the end boards. Holding up. Up to Ross. Picks up on it. Ross. Lead play to Ward. Dawson. Over to Ross. 29 seconds on the power play. Plays it across. It was loose there for a minute. Truro. Shot on. Down low on the end boards. Bearcats. Try to muscle that through. Ehrenberg. Picked up. Ehrenberg down to the top of the circle. Bearcats well across. Dawson trying to pull what would have been an amazing play there. 3:35 now remaining. Down and behind. In front, knocked down. One-timer. That was a big one by Ehrenberg. Errant, though. Back to even strength here. 3:20 to go. Picked up by the Whalers. Whalers down here in front. Hustling over for Moore. Moore from the outside. And jumped on by Tiesner. 3 minutes remaining here in the second, and we are still scoreless. Puck here on the right side. Avoiding the collision through center. Bearcats pick up on it. Get that on the end boards. Whalers try for it, but over to Dill. Dill now looking for a lane. Dill to the left side, finds the lane. He creates it, has a man in front. He'll shoot and score himself. And Truro on the board first on their 11th shot of the game. And it'll be 1-0. We head back to center. Puck dropped, back for Dill. To the end boards. Flipped. Waved off. Truro up to Crow. Crow gets knocked down. Gets a cheer from the Dartmouth bench, who's had a good game here so far, but down in this one, nearing the end of the second. Thompson, in on net, can't get it center. Back to the line, shot, poked out once and covered up. So just under 2 minutes to go here in the second period. Face off to the right. Christie to the end boards. Old 2-on-1. Ward to the blue line. Takes a bump. 99 seconds remaining in the second. Scott goes down off the hit of Ross. Bodies are flying here near the end of the second. Dawson. Backhand up. Hit there. And now penalty from the back ref. Holding. He'll get rung up. 1:25 to go. Face off coming. Face off here to the left. Picked up. Jumped on. Whalers with 1:17 now. Looking to tie this game up. We're going to be heading to the dressing room. So this is always an important time in the game, folks. If you head to the dressing room with the lead, that's always bodes well. You get to reset. Truro looking for something here late. Down one, down a man. Up one in the game. Ehrenberg. Shot tipped. Oh, and a good luck there. Under 2 minutes to play. Puck sent down and penalty on the play. Head contact. And that's to Dartmouth again. So Truro will have the minute and 22 seconds of 5-on-3. Back to McPhee. Shot. Crow. Down to the end boards. Bearcats. Crow. Crow. Over to McPhee. McPhee. Shot. Snared out of the air. Face off coming. Slap that. That one's going to get trickle in behind. McPhee. Three and two and one. Icing waved off. And that will take us to the end of the second. So 1-0 after 2 close periods. Back for the third shortly. All right, everybody, welcome back here for the third and final period of action. Another round robin Friday game here at the Anna Memorial. We've got 15 minutes on the clock in a 1-0 game. What has been back and forth, opportunities aplenty. We'll see who comes out on top here. It's 30 seconds of 5-on-3 here, still for Truro. And then it'll be back to even strength. Dartmouth down 1 despite being up in the shot column, 25-12. So Truro has made good on their chance. I guess their one chance. They've had multiple, but they've been the only one to make good on any, which gives them the 1-0 lead. Crow down on the right side. Crow picks up, hands that off on the blue line. Left side, big shot. And a little, hey, look what I found by our netminder, Reeves. Sorry, Horton. Horton's been good tonight. Want to make sure we got that one right. Horton with a big stop there. Picked up back to the blue line. Left side, shot, patted away. Dawson tries for it, hits the stick. Comes back through to McPhee. Through the legs. Dawson. Back down the right side, Thompson. Shot rolls up the half wall. It's gonna split. Back in behind. Poked at. Simpson. He waits. Scott taking the long way around. Into the zone on the left side. We get the stop. Puck dropped. Along the end boards, still 2-on-1 hit. We are back to 5-on-5. Oh, and quite the hit there. And whistle will go. That was a bit of a shove. Well, it actually was exactly a shove. We'll try again. Face off here from the left. Just a little bit in. Whalers. Scott to the blue line. Potential to fire that back in. Picked up on the half wall. Back in behind by Christie. Gets in behind there. Ward leaves it. Christie backhand. Can't get it. Laid across. Kept in the zone. Whalers. Slow up. Knocked off. Bearcats. Breakaway. Back the other way. Shoots. Fans on that, and it goes wide. Golden opportunity. Had time to do whatever, and maybe a little too much time as he shoveled that one past the net. Simpson. Down on the wall. That's whacked at. Gets back into the end boards. Merrick. In around for Scott. Knocked out of the air. Whalers. Merrick. Shot to that end boards again. Picked up. McPhee. Got it over. Bearcats. Start to hustle in through center. Whalers, Merrick to the right side. Pass on and off the stick. Dartmouth has lost a little bit of the momentum they had in the middle of the game. We talked about how the intermission would be key as Truro has the advantage of having the lead so they can kind of make up that game plan. For Dartmouth, it's score, and a penalty here that's not going to help. Face off to the right. Puck dropped in. Back to the blue line. Bearcats. Holding. Shot. Bottom of the circle. Save made. It just rolls by. The next one here is going to be a huge one. I know that goes without saying, but we're kind of getting to that point where a big part of it's momentum. And if Truro would able to extend that lead to 2, that's huge. 26 shots for the Whalers, 15 for Truro. That one comes in. Horton makes a stop. Face off here. Picked up. Kept in on the blue line. Whalers send it back to the opposite end. And covered up. Conservative cover there with 1:17 to go on the Truro power play. I'm getting the feeling whoever wins this one, it's a big win for whoever it is. This is a game that's up for grabs early on Friday. You win this one and you're buzzing back at the hotel tonight. 1-0 with 10:43 to go. Bearcats over the line. Try to bring that in. Nori stick handles it right off the end of his own stick there. Pulled in from the corner. Chop back. Shot through. Blocked. 53 seconds still on the PK for the Whalers. Truro. Up through the center. Over the line. Melanson shoots. Scores! End to end. To make it 2-0 on the power play. And the Bearcats. He's talking about how big that next goal was going to be. They were the ones to get it. Back to center we go. About to cut inside the 10-minute mark. And a huge goal there. Near the end boards. Little reverse check. Parker. Truro looks for it. Grabbed by the Whalers. Little chip play. Gloved down by the Bearcats. Up the wall. Almost gets him behind. Gloved again. Picked off there. Try to go over the line with it, and it's back in behind and icing the call. Sorry. I'm not sure what the whistle was on that one. Holding, so it's a penalty on Truro. And must be at least our 10th penalty of the game. We had 4 in the first 5 minutes, and it's been kind of consistent since then. Ref gets a word with Dartmouth, finally asking for an explanation. Extended conversation happening here. Point proven, or point made, I believe, down there. Nice extended chat, and then had to get a few things off the chest. 2-minute penalty. I guess his team about to enter the power play, though, so I'm not totally sure what that was said down there, but we'll continue on. 9:30 to go in the game. 2-0 Dartmouth needing one here. Power play. Right side, Whalers. Played across. Over the line, Scott. Scott steps in, and big save there once again by Toussaint as he has to stay sharp. Face off to the left. Scott back in behind. Back to Thompson. Thompson. Turned over. Big shot down the opposite direction. Slowed up for the Whalers. Thompson. From behind his own net. Pass to the right side. Looking to get the breakout here. Chip play. Whalers able to hold the zone. Merrick. Oh, man, down into the end boards. He looks to be okay, though. Another guy down. He's okay. Bearcats pick it up. Full clear of that. Minute to go here on the power play. Whalers to the right side. Hand it off. In across the blue line. Down low. Back to the blue line again. Thompson hands it off. Shot. Pad save. Poked at. Trying to free it up. Doing a little dance. Comes back to the blue line. Thompson. Turns it over. Ward. Ward. Right side. Ward. Shoots. Goes high. Slap that. Comes over to Ross. Back from behind for Thompson. Thompson. Brings it in front of his own net. To the right side. Penalty over. So we're back to even strength here. 4:30 to go. Sorry, 7:30 to go. Over the blue line. Right side again. Crow. Into the feet. Poked at. Whalers. Dropped back in by Crow. He'll take a bump by Merrick. Gets down to the corner. Thompson. Over to Christie. He pulls it out. Back down McPhee. To the corner. Whalers chop at it. Looking for it here. Langell. Langell out around and gets stopped. This is where Whalers need to dig deep. Down 2 as time ticking away. Down low. Move near center. Right side. To the line, Cormier. In behind for Redmond. Redmond. Bearcats haven't had a ton of shots in scoring that second one, but they've done a good job of not letting too many good chances their way. In on the end boards. Norrie gets that up ahead. Bearcats converge down there. Cormier around the boards. Exits the zone. Whalers up the right, between the legs. That's played through. Grab now over to Redmond. Skated at. Bearcats in behind. Down there on the end boards. Whalers in front. Shot! Loose, and a big save there. As another look from point blank. So we've got, I believe, 3 more games on the docket here tonight. We're going to get into one right after mine here at 5, and then 7 5:30 and then maybe 9, I believe. Or maybe, no, it's 5:30, 7, 8:30. Yes, that would make a little more sense, I think. Shot on. We'll show the broadcast here in a moment. The broadcast schedule. Bearcats over to the left. That one gets him behind near the foot. Under 5 minutes to go. Leading play to the right side. Ehrenberg spins it out. Gets that down low. Whalers. Up ahead. Try to get that to Christie. Crow. Down to Ward. Ward. Merrick. Melanson. Melanson gets that off the end wall by Ross. Little hit laid there. 4 minutes to go. Right side. Bearcats. Picking up to the middle. Crow. Shot. Glove save as we cut inside 4 minutes to go. No timeouts here in the round robin, so coaches will just have to go with what they're given here. Puck near center. Brought in over the line. Dawson threads it back through Merrick. Into the feet. Truro down the left side. It's going to be 2-on-1. Backhand tried his best on that play. Near the blue line. Whalers pick it up. Little hip check by Dawson. Interference. I'll be okay. And on that, yeah, I don't know about that one. On the hip check as he kind of ran him into the boards, but they were looking for it. 3:20 to go, and a penalty there. To the Bearcats, and Dartmouth has life late in this game. Exits the zone, Ward. Too snared, watching the count, tick away. The clock, tick away. Over the blue line. Ward to the right. Shot, not going to make it through. Knocks back near center. Hits the glass. Back in line for Thompson. Right side. Feathered in. Across the blue line. Pushed down into the boards. Picked up, wrapped around to Dill. 2:30 to go. Through Thompson. Lead play. Norrie. Gets that handed off. Drops it down to Ward. Ward, shoot, rebound. Oh, just away. A good look. 2 minutes to go. 45 seconds of power play time. This is the game here. Whalers. Over to Ross. Fanned on. Near center. Hits off the boot of Langell. Back in behind for Thompson. Up to Langell. Across to Norrie. 90 seconds now remain. Only 8 seconds on the power play. Thompson shoots it to the wall. No one there. Tags up onside. Langell. He'll try to move it through, but all 5 Bearcats back now. On the doorstep, can't quite get it down there. Minute to go and a 2-goal lead for Truro. Worked off into the wall. Melanson. 53 seconds. Whalers are going to keep it moving. Played to the middle. Mahoney. Now numbers the other way. Langell trying to force that through. He gets it there. Mahoney freed up. Whalers backhand rolls up. Stopped. Truro to center. 30 seconds to go. Down the left side. Bearcats. Played to the middle again. Shot. Glove save. And 20 seconds to go. And the Bearcats look to have it just about wrapped up. Right side. Up off the glass. That one bounces in behind. 10 seconds to go. In over the line. Shot. Rebound. Scores with 4 seconds to go. So 2 seconds to go, and they break the shutout, but the insurance marker looks like it'll be enough to hold up here for the Bearcats. Puck dropped in, and that will do it. 2-1, the score, and Truro, despite being outshot 33-21, gets the 2-1 win, and we'll be back in a moment for the player of the game. Tusnar, the netminder for Truro, well-earned player of the game. Number 31, Horton gets it. So both the netminders in a great game here on a Friday afternoon. We'll be back with the next one shortly.